option one, we pick this elimination diet, and in a 5-day window, we hit baseline. Amazing, we start reintroduction. Option two, baby's symptoms were pretty severe. After a 5-day window, we're headed the right direction, but we don't quite reach baseline. So then we discuss, let's build a reintroduction strategy for when we do reach baseline, or we're pretty close and we can tell if what we brought back was an issue. Option three, maybe it's worse. And so this is an interesting conundrum and thing to consider, is that when we dramatically mess with your diet, right? I go to you and even just saying remove dairy from your diet, for many of us who have yogurt every morning and eat butter with stuff and cheese and that's me, 100%, even just removing cow's milk protein is a dramatic shift in most people's diet. Now, especially if we go, okay, we're gonna remove dairy and soy and wheat and egg and rice and oats, we're dramatically shifting your diet. If we do that, sometimes that means that if your kiddo has an outlier trigger, meaning, okay, these are the most likely things your baby's allergic to, but it turns out that your kiddo's reactive to banana. Let's say you shifted your diet dramatically and now you're eating a lot more banana than you typically would, because that's the nature of the game, right? You're like, okay, I need to get in calories. This is an easy snack that I can get in, and I'm eating more banana. Baby gets worse. And so in the 5-day window, and oftentimes we'll even see this sooner than the 5 days, tag it immediately. We're like, oh, we're past that peak reactivity, that 48-hour window, and we're getting worse. We are not getting better. Then we need to look at that food log, which is why in that 5-day window, the tracking is so very important for that timeline, because then we can go back to your log and say, okay, what did we start eating more? What tracks to symptomology? And we will track intake to symptom based on what type of symptom it is. Is it an acute symptom or a chronic symptom? And we can track it back to oh, we started eating way more bananas on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, things fell off the rails. Let's take a look at bananas. And then we can also look at, all right, it feels very much like banana is very likely to be our trigger here based on your log and your symptoms. What is related to banana? So we can also have that conversation. There are specific foods that are correlated to banana with high cross-reactivity. The immune system's not able to tell the difference between them. So then we can dig a little bit deeper and say, okay, feel pretty confident the banana is an issue. Is there anything else in the diet that's related to banana? And then we double our efforts. So the third option is baby gets worse, right? Which feels awful in the time, oh my gosh, I'm doing all this work and my baby got worse. That is not fun. But it's actually super telling, because it can allow us to then go into your log and be like, all right, where is it? Where's that outlier?